hope and I pray. First off, gonna run some pre-ads. There we go, pre-rolls are disabled. Okie dokie. I am back for another day 97 of Naruto. I have been away for I want to say a while. 2 weeks. Is 2 weeks a while? I feel like 2 weeks is a while. It has been both a rough and great 2 weeks, in the sense that it has been absolutely rough as hell for work. Absolutely rough as hell for work. I've had flu, I've had stressful work deadlines, I've had stressful home life, I've had everything. But then on the same time, I've also had some great stuff. Had me and the boy just had a great weekend trip. I've got my early birthday present from Mum and Dad, which is fabulous. And it has been a roller coaster for 2 weeks. So but I am back, hopefully on form for a while. Hopefully. But we'll see how we go. And I'll be streaming most days this week, just to essentially, it's more like a catch up really, especially with Naruto. Very much a catch up. Yeah, very much a catch up, especially with Naruto, and also just want to get back into streaming proper, because yeah, it's been a lot. But anyway, anywho, back in, I'm gonna be slowly beans. Oh, come on. Lovely. Come on. Come on, my buddy. You got this. Like, Crow's only saving grace is that he does a hell of a lot of melee damage. When you get the full combo, there we go. Lovely jubbly. Hello. Muff, best friend, how are you doing? Is the more important question. I'm doing alright. I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. I've had just a flurry of it all. I have had sickness, work, holiday trips. I've had it all in the last 2 weeks, and I've had 0 time for streaming, so I'm not too pleased about that. But I think I'm doing okay. How are things up north? And Scythias, hello! How are you doing? Thank you, Buff Squid. Thank you, Budge. Yeah, I mean, I had a flu last week. No, week before last. Yeah, week before last. I'm still, like, my nose is still blocked after like 2 weeks. It's been horrendous. But I think just work stresses aren't helping. In fact, they're probably just like prolonging it. but video games are the cure. I haven't been getting enough video games. I actually haven't been getting enough video games the last few weeks, actually. Yeah. The man got... Ooh, yay! What kind of job did he get? Did he end up getting like a front of house service kind of job again? Or did he get something like childcare-y? Oh my god, Scythe, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know if Scythius, I don't know if you are like a Yu-Gi-Oh anime fan, but if you are, oh, I have discovered the movie for you. Oh my lord. And I don't actually know if you can get it normally or whether you have to like buy it from something, but oh my goodness, I have got the thing for you. Kitchen hand retirement. Hey, to be honest, that would actually be so great. If I would actually much rather be a kitchen hand retirement home than I would be like at a restaurant. Oh my goodness. You also get like you'd probably also get to handle like a lot of jelly. Like dessert would be jelly and ice cream, and that's fabulous. Well, anyway, but no, I hope he enjoys it. Hope he enjoys it, and he stays in it. And he stays in it for a while. But no, yeah, no, I hope it goes well for him. Scythius. So I've been like, there's a YouTube channel I watch called Good Bad or Bad Bad. They do like reviews of bad films. And they say whether they're good, bad, or bad, bad. But anyway, they're like one of my favorite channels on YouTube. But anyway, they did a film. So I'm gonna give the context. They did a film called The Unexpected Race, which is the filmmaker is a guy called Stephen Grew, and he's like I say indie filmmaker. He's like a very low budget filmmaker, but he's done like 300 films, and they're all like as you'd expect. But so one of the episodes they basically did like, they watched a couple of his, his little homemade films sort of thing. And one of them was called Time to Duel. And it was literally the first episode. It was the first episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. It was the whole bit from like the grandpa showing them the Blue Eyes White Dragon card, all the way to him beating Kaiba in that first match with Exodia, and it is incredible. It is a delight from start to finish. Oh my goodness, it is. He's got that, like, Stephen Grimm himself stars as the main attraction, Yugi. Yugimoto, and it is beautiful. It is something to behold. It's like all his mates, and they're doing like the whole, like the guy playing Joey's doing the whole Brooklyn accent, but it's like really like forced, and and the special effects are brilliant, and it is just gorgeous. So if you're a fan of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, oh, it is a treat. money he's getting from it. Does it? Oh yeah, true. True. Doesn't have to study. Okay, well that's good. That's good then. Because I mean, basically, like one of the sort of things that the boy's hearing around his work is yeah, basically like stay in a job as long as you can, because now that the job market is shifting, basically like employers are being more picky with who they pick. So like people are just like, they're not leaving jobs as often just because the certainty of getting another job isn't what it used to be anyway. Yeah, but I mean, if you get decent money and you're not like, it's not causing you undue stress every day, then you might as well. I'm doing so many Eno fights. Oh my goodness. Long hours and a lot of dishes. Yeah. I mean, the dishes at home take me like an hour to do because there's so much of them. They take me a while, but I've been very good with not doing many dishes, or not creating many dishes recently, because the house guest is causing a hell of a mess in the kitchen, and I'm losing my marbles. I'm absolutely losing my marbles. So I'm like, I can't wait till I have to go back to just doing my own dishes. Or rather, just me and the boys' dishes. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I won't start. I can already feel my blood pressure rising, so I won't go no further. Oh no, the boys' bro is living with us. And it's an experience. I'm talking like slightly quietly, just so they don't hear me before I lose my absolute shit. Oh my god. Excuse my language. Oh my goodness. Excuse my language. It's fine. It's great. The only saving grace really is that it's not forever. That's the only thing keeping my sanity in check, is that it's not forever. I won't go into details. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I had like a huge the half-hour rant to my younger sister the other day. Because I just had to get it out. But anyway. Brighter things. What are some brighter things we've got? Video games are great, and what a time to be alive. Actually, no. Yes, no. This is brighter things. We've got the Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest, which I totally need to save up tickets and go to it one day. Maybe next year. We'll go to the Fan Fest next year. In LA or something. And they've got the new Final Fantasy 14 expansions being announced, Dawn Trail, and the new patch has been, the next patch has been announced, which is coming out in October, I think. And that'll be the new raid, the last installment of the 24-man raid series, which I'm oh so loving. And great things about Final Fantasy 14, and it makes me happy to be alive and be a Final Fantasy 14 fan / player. and I'm oh so happy, and it's oh so beautiful, and I cannot wait for to play it. I can't wait to play it. And I was gonna say on Twitter, but it's not Twitter anymore. Is it officially, you officially call X now, isn't it? Is it officially like, if I was in conversation, I should be saying X? But yeah, on X, the thirst is unreal. Everyone's losing their minds, cause in the Dawn Trail trailer, the kind of like the character that's meant to represent your character, is this dude. He looks like Will Turner from Pirates of the Caribbean. I have missed a fight. Who did I miss a fight with? I missed it with Naruto. I didn't play as Naruto. That's what it was. But anyway, yeah, Will Turner looks like him, and in the trailer he's got his little tunic, Chris, with the little strappy bit. So everyone's thirsting over his chest, and they're like, oh my god, oh my goodness. And then people are like, oh, what is it with this Creative Business Unit 3 at Square Enix? What is it with them and their grizzled middle-aged men with amazing chests? And then they're now comparing it with Clive's from FF16. And then, even to make matters even thirstier, you know, you get those really like sleazy mouse pads with like the raised bottom bit, and they like put characters in it, mostly female, and you know, it's like, but they're doing that with these guys now, and I'm just like, oh, guys, quench your thirst, drink some water, drink a can of Coke, drink some Pepsi, drink whatever, drink some orange juice, for goodness sake. Just do something to quench your thirst, and like, my god. But anyway, but beyond that, the trailer's fab, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Cause oh my god, cause actually then, in October, I'll at least have gotten hopefully a decent chunk of the way through Starfield. No, I say that. I'm not going to be nowhere near through I'm going to probably have only scratch the surface with Starfield by October. So maybe I have Final Fantasy 14 and Starfield tied me over to Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth next year. Start of next year. Oh, there's just so many games coming out in the next year. Oh my goodness. But the one problem with, see, as much as you say like, what a time to be alive for video games, at the same time, it's a curse, because there are so many games coming out that are amazing that you kind of want to play all of them, and you can't, because like, I'll be halfway through Starfield before when Final Fantasy 14, when the next, well, even then again, it is the next patch. It's not the expansion as such. Expansion is, say, summer 2024, so it'll be like May, July, August. Be at some point anyway. So we'll do Naruto and Ina. Yeah, because then so it'll be, we've got Starfield, which then ties me through to the patch, which then those two combined, plus Baldur's Gate 3, plus all the other games I'm trying to finish, fully tied me over to 7 Rebirth. But then I've also got the but then East 10's not being localized yet, is it? I don't think. I think it's just Japan, I'm pretty sure. I could be very wrong on that though. I could be very wrong on that. I have to double check. And then I've got the Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, which I think is meant to be this year. Oh, who knows? All I know is I've just got too many games to play. Will I be doing a beat? Oh! I will not be doing a BDS stream. Because I'll be going out to dinner. I'll be going out to dinner about 6 on Thursday. So I will unfortunately not have time. But the day before and the day after I will be. Wednesday and Friday I'll basically be doing streams like every day other than Thursday. Yeah, every day this particular week, just so I can like catch up on Naruto fights I've been missing, and just it's actually really so because my blood pressure has just been on the fritz. Well, I mean I haven't actually checked it, but I'm sure it will be on the fritz. Cause house guests drive me up the wall. Absolutely drive me up the wall. So in the spirit of stress management, I might as well just jump on stream every day. At least it keeps me here and not getting grumpy out there. Anyway. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so no birthday stream, but pre and post birthday streams. Oh, I need to see if there should be a unique one for this.
To make his dream come true.
No, disgraceful. Disgraceful that there's not a custom one.
That's the end, isn't it?
Disappointed. Anyway, I will do it. Third Raikage and Hanabi. Oh yeah, so, life update, not really, sort of. So me and the boy at the weekend went to Lake Tekapo, in the South Island of this fine country. And we stayed there for a couple of days, just chilling. Had some highlights, ish, sort of, if you can call them highlights. So first off, it was weird. It was like, so it's like in a big basin. It's like this little tiny village. 99.9% of the people that we saw were other tourists. It was odd. There was like no one with a New Zealand. There's one person that I heard in the entire 3 days with a New Zealand accent. Crazy, including like restaurant and like shop staff and stuff like that. It was weird. But anyway, so it kind of just, it felt just like this place out of as if we'd just driven like going over a hill. We've suddenly emerged in like a pocket dimension is what it kind of felt like. It was weird. But anyway, so it was lovely. It was beautiful. Now, a couple of highlights. One, on Saturday, we We were driving sort of outside, like sort of northish of the village, and there was like this little lake, and we were just walking along the lakefront, and the boy he saw like a giant dead fish in the water, just sort of about a couple of meters from the lake edge. And so he went and picked it up, like went in, like reached down, grabbed it, and he got me to take a picture and send it to his mum and dad. And they're like, "Oh my god, how'd you catch that? Oh my god, you should totally like smoke it and everything," like fully believing that he'd caught it himself. But it was just weird that there's like just a random giant dead fish, because like anywhere else it would have been like you don't see no dead fishes around because people are grabbing them with the quickness and eating them. But anyway, so that was the boys' highlight. The other the most eventful thing though was on Friday night, because we went to this restaurant. It was absolutely lovely. Food was absolutely beautiful. I had like this lovely lamb rack. For the mains, we skipped starters because we'd had a bunch to eat during the day. And so like, right, we'll be sensible. We'll skip the starters, go straight for the mains, and then just have dessert. So had the mains. Oh, beautiful, amazing, gorgeous. We then ordered dessert. And then we had a side of kumara chips on the side as well. So we have that. Order the dessert. Both of us order some sticky date puddings. Amazing, beautiful. I'll then order a lovely pot of tea to accompany me. Excuse me. Order a lovely pot of tea. So we get the pot of tea, get the desserts, eating the dessert. Excuse me. Eat the dessert. Again, lovely, beautiful. And then I'm eating the dessert. I'm like, okay. I'm now starting to feel a little bit full here. Keep going. By the last few spoonfuls, I am forcing myself to eat it. My stomach was like, girl, you better stop. You better cut this out right this second. Like, no. This is way too much. Like, please, Lord, stop eating. But I keep going. I'm like, no. It's not me if I leave this dessert unattended. So I managed to do it. I was feeling a little bit in pain in my chest, but we keep going, we keep pushing. I still hadn't finished my pot of tea, so quickly had all that. Lovely. So then, okay, right, finish dessert, finish all our drinks, let's go. I stand up. The pain in my chest and my stomach is real, like I am in pain. Okay, I'm walking to the counter, and this like flash of panic goes through my head. I'm like, I am about to unload my guts in this restaurant in front of everyone. Oh my god. But I hold on. I keep it together. I just very gingerly go over to the bar. I'm like, please, can I just get outside? Can I just get outside before it all comes up? So we go outside. I'm like, right, we'll take a walk along the lakefront just to, get some fresh air and so we're walking along. I'm like, okay, no, this is good. I'm kind of like I feel my throat like, opening and closing a bit. I'm like, okay, I'm keeping it together. Alright, we're okay. So luckily it's like pitch black. There's hardly anyone around. So we walk on back, and then I start dry gagging. Like I can just. Oh, hello. What? Okay. Hi. Anyway, so I start burping. Like I'm trying to burp. Like I can feel that there's air in there. Like I'm trying to burp, and maybe if I burp enough, I'll have freed up enough space in my stomach for the pain to go away. So I'm burping, I'm going along, and then and then it starts turning into dry gagging, and I'm like, okay, here we go. So I'm walking along, still dry gagging, and then it comes up. And then there's me spewing not much. Luckily it was only a little bit, and it was most of it was the cup of tea, but I spewed up on the side of this footpath down by this lakefront, and the boy is just cracking up because he's like, well, if anything, you can officially say that you've eaten so much you threw up. And I'm like, I feel great because the pain's gone. And I'm like, part of me was like, I really just want to like go into the restaurant and be like, I'm so sorry, like you didn't see any of it, it was over by the lake, but I just want to let you know, like, I threw up, not because your food wasn't cooked properly or it was gross, but I absolutely loved it and couldn't stop myself from eating it all, and I ate too much. But I just want you to know that, even though you don't know any of this and you wouldn't know it if I didn't come in here and tell you, I just want you to know that. And it was, yeah, so I've officially crossed it off my bucket list, eaten so much I've thrown up. So that was fun. It's a great start to the weekend, but it actually was a great start because the food was absolutely delicious. This guy is really going at it. Yeah, but anyway, overall, the weekend was fabulous. And we stayed in the little like lodge that we stayed in, was this place called Skyrim Lodge. I was very disappointed though. Not a piece of Skyrim memorabilia to see at all. And I kind of feel that the owners didn't actually know what Skyrim was. And it was a complete and utter coincidence that it was called Skyrim Lodge. But I was just happy that it was called Skyrim Lodge. Oh my god, what is this guy's deal? There we go, my goodness gracious me. How the hell did that take so long? I just lost a hell of a lot of time. Fun. Oh my goodness, okay, right, finally did it. Goodness. Okay, hopefully that's those are the only two slow fights. Right, what do we have? We've got Hinata and young Kakashi. Oh, and also actually another cool thing that we did is me and the boy went into a sauna for the first time ever. Didn't realize. Well, the boy didn't actually realize how. He thought that it was going to be like, you know, like a mild hot springs experience, not literally sitting in like 95-degree heat. He had no idea it was going to be that hot. So it was a fun experience for both of us. I actually loved it. And then outside the sauna in the head, like a cold plunge pool that you just like dunk yourself in after, and I put myself in, and I've never, like, you know when people talk about things being so cold like they lose their breath for a second, like they're struggling to breathe, it's so cold. I now know what they mean, because I dunked in and I like genuinely was like short of breath, like suddenly my lungs just felt really heavy. I was trying to breathe in because it was so cold, but it was great. It was lovely. I'm like, oh, I feel revitalized. I feel like if I did this every day, I would be ailment free. Lovely. Right, now I've got Lee and Chio. Oh no. I wanted today to be a faster day. Doesn't look like the universe feels quite the same way. Oh, never mind, it might do. Yeah, lovely. Gorgeous. Amazing. Fabulous. Okay. I think I'm saving time. Then we got Chio and Lee. No, this one shouldn't be too bad because he needs to get in close. And I need him to be close to do that. So this actually shouldn't be too bad. Fabulous. Gorgeous. Lovely. Jubbly. Could say lovely jubbly. That's what I want to say. Okay. Right now we've got Naruto Kurama again. And Toby again. Yeah, so what else do we do? It was basically, for the rest of the trip, it was actually just looking at scenery and vistas. Even though the vistas were absolutely beautiful. And there was snow, and me and the boy got to have a snowball fight, even though I wouldn't say it was snow. It was more just like icy snow. So when the boys throwing the snowballs at me, I'm like, ow. I feel like I'm getting bruised. But it was fun. it was just nice seeing snow, and a lot of snow in the flesh for once. Lovely jubbly. And then Toby. Okay, 30. Nope, not today. Not today. Oh, gorgeous. Okie dokie. Right, we've got Sakura and Asuna. Right, these two fights should, being the operative word, should be fast. And then we got Toby, White Mask, and Young Conqueror. Oh, no. Please. There we go. Okay. Asuma. And Sakura. Oh, another thing. So, yeah. So, pretty much that's really the only main updates. I feel like I've done more. No. Have I done more in the last 2 weeks? No. It's just work has just been an absolute nightmare. Has it? Yeah, last week was just awful. Absolutely awful last week. And great how if you're off sick, mind you, were still half days, so I wasn't even fully off sick. Although for 2 half days. On Thursday, not last Thursday and Friday, but Thursday and Friday before. And it's just amazing how much 2 sick days can completely and utterly ruin the following week, and completely and utterly set you back. And it's just, oh. But anyway, works. I think I'm over the hump on work at the moment. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. lovely. Now I feel like I literally just had something. Oh, that's what it is. Oh my goodness. So, my mum, from my mama and my dada, I got my early birthday present, which is they got it from a comic book shop in their town. And oh my goodness, okay, I'll have to show you after this fight. It is amazing, and I need to buy like 20 picture frames for it, or one massive giant one. I still need to work out logistically how I'm gonna use them. But I'm very excited to, because I've realised, so to set up the scene, in this fine games room that me and the boy have so lovingly painted and are now crafting to reach completion, I've realised, other than, do I have any, I've actually got 0 Final Fantasy memorabilia? No, I have no memorabilia. Decoration, essentially. 0 Final Fantasy decoration in this yonder room. So, not that Mum and Dad knew that, but fortuitously, let's just hope that they had, because Dad managed to find from a comic book shop in town that unfortunately does not get much custom at all, and Dad's like, it's probably their only purchase in like the last 6 months. Dad got for me a lovely, where is it? Final Fantasy VII, lovely Final Fantasy VII poster collection book. So it's like a whole little thing, and it comes, I've already pulled them all out, but it comes with 22 A3, no, not A3, not even A2, whatever, I don't actually know the paper size, little like poster thingies of like Final Fantasy VII stuff, but like not just from like OG Final Fantasy VII. We got some Dirge Cerberus, we got some Crisis Core, Zack and Aerith, we've got some Advent Children, lovely, lovely, lovely. We've got some, we don't actually have any OG FF7, but we have, where's the one with all of them? Oh, we have a lovely Sephiroth one, I do like that one. Where's the one with all of them? Should be here. That's Sephiroth, should be this one, yeah. FF7 remake, lovely, beautiful. So I've got 22 posters of gorgeousness and gorgeosity. So now I've got to get picture frames for all of these, and I'm gonna still have to decide how I'm meant to hang them up, where I'm gonna hang them up, which ones, if I don't hang up all of them, which ones do I hang up, all of that sort of stuff. So I'm very, very pleased and very grateful and very thankful for the present from the fam, from the familials. Yeah, but I finally have my first Final Fantasy decorations, and I need more of them. I don't want to stop. I need all of them. What I really need though is because we actually don't have a clock, like a house clock. Not that I actually need one. No, it'd actually be useful to have one, I think. But I want one, and like one of the ones where it's like all of the logos of the first 12 games instead of numbers. I need one of those for the clock, because you know all of the house decorations, they need to be pop culture, mostly video games related to some degree, to some extent. And I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, I might as well. It's either that or the first 12 Doctors. should do pretty much bring him down to 0, or not quite. Beauty. Beauty, beauty. Okay. We've got Obito and Toby. Obito, and wait, and Toby again. Oh my goodness. And I'm just scrolling down the list. No, okay, it doesn't look like we're gonna have any more Tobys after this one. Thankfully. Just keep this going. And then one more. No. Okay, lovely. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I literally have 0 Final Fantasy memorabilia and decoration. Well, no, I have the memorabilia, which is, but then again, I don't think it's quite memorabilia. It's just I bought this thing ages ago, like 15 years ago. This little set of like little metal swords from all the games. I'm actually included 15, surprisingly. Although it was most definitely before 15 came out, so I'm wondering if it was still, whether it was versus 13 at that point. Anyway, so I've got all them. You could like basically they're little like necklace things. So I bought them. And beyond that, I think that might actually be it. For like my favourite game franchise, you would think I'd have had more. Maybe it's just they don't have much stuff in New Zealand, maybe. I feel like I've got something. I've got a tiny little action figure of Fang. Which that was actually kind of neat, because there was these, me and my mate, we were in the store. And it was like one of those like Japanese random stores. And there was these little like soda cans, fizzy drink cans, should I say, I'm not in America. Fizzy drink cans of, it was a Final Fantasy 13 related, and in each can or in each box you would get, there was a 1 of 6 little like tops that you could put on it with one of the characters on top of it, like a little mini action figure. And so it was like lucky chance which Final Fantasy 13 party member you're gonna get. So and the guy was like, they're out of date. Like I wouldn't drink it. Oh yeah, they're probably like very out of date. I'm like, why are you selling them then? But I'm like, you know what? I'll take a chance. 1 in 6 chance I'll get Fang, who is my favourite character from the 13 trilogy. You know, 1 in 6 chance, let's just do it. It's $20, I don't know, I can't actually remember how much it was. I think it was like $13 or something. Anyway, bought it, opened it up, I got Fang, and I was so happy. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. So I've got that. Let's look around. I've got Magic Kid. I've got all my pop vinyls, and not a single one is Final Fantasy related. That needs to change. And I say all my pop vinyls as if I've got hundreds. I've hardly got any, really. In the grand scheme of things. I've got Mjolnirs. I've got Lord of the Rings swords. I've got Zelda swords. I've got World of Warcraft axes, even though that's actually not mine, it's the boys. Got Star Wars posters, Zelda posters, Avengers posters, Assassin's Creed, Mortal Kombat stage. I've got everything except Final Fantasy. I say disgraceful to myself. Okay, one more. Bam. Alright, now we've got young Kiba and young Tamari. Guardian. Oh, come on. Now I've noticed something with Kiba, and I'm just trying to work out why it is. That sometimes you'll do a dropped input, and it only happens with Kiba. And I'm pretty sure is when you press, the first time you're pressing B is when Akamaru's attacking. Right. Here we go, Tamari. Oh my god, come on. Oh, come on, really? Young Kiba is just going a bit mental. Right, there we go. Right, now I've got him. There we are. Oh. Right, I've got Yamato and young Shino. Yeah, I'm definitely actually gonna do like a. I'm gonna see if it's possible to do like a. Might do 2 tier lists at the end. At the end of all of this, at the end of this whole little shebang, I'm gonna do 2 tier lists. I might even do them tandem. Like, do it tandem. I'm gonna pick a character, or for each character, should I say. I'm gonna pop them on 2 little boards. One board is gonna be how are they to play, like in terms of like how much I enjoy playing the character. And second one is gonna be how annoying was that character to fight, to play against, should I say. Because I swear to the Lord Jesus above, Deidara, both 10-10s, specifically young 10-10 actually, and young Kiba are topping that list at the moment. Like, my goodness. And as much as as much as what? As much as I wouldn't actually be able to like fully remember every single fight and instance, it's gonna be, you know, the brain knows instinctively. So I'm gonna judge it based purely on feeling. So like for instance, when I think about Daedara, I just feel like, oh yeah, he was an absolute bugger to fight against. When I think of young Naruto, don't get that same feeling. So I'm gonna do it based on my feeling, because I know my brain's been paying attention. Fabulous. Okay, now I am going to shortly in like the next like 50 seconds, I'm going to run an ad, so be mindful of that. It'll probably be after this next fight actually. Yeah, after this next fight I'll be doing a wee little ad break. Lovely. Okay, we're running an ad break in 3, 2, 1. And to those who were sticking around, what a pleasure it is to have you here. And I appreciate your company and your time. Let us continue. I'm probably gonna do like 3 of these, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. Hold on, maybe not. Thank you for chakra dashing into that. Lovely. Lovely job, Lee. Right, now we've got Kanohamaru and Sasuke Eternal Mangekyo Sharing Gun. But first, I need to update the list. I need to update the list because we are down to 49. So 3,349. Fabulous, glorious, amazing. My goal today is to get down to, depending on whether I hit the odds or evens, 299 or 300. I think it'll be the 299, possibly. this get him in the combo? Yes. Alrighty. And who was I just playing as? That one. Gorgeous. What else? I feel like there's so much more that's happened in the last 2 weeks. Is there anything nice I've cooked? No. Is there anything I bought from shopping? No. Is there anything? I'm just trying to think. What have I done? What have I done this last 2 weeks? Have I bought anything nice? No, I haven't. Have I made anything nice? No. Have I played anything nice? I started playing the Talos Principle, that puzzle game that's all like plays like a robot. Or I think you're meant to be in like an AI simulation or something. I think. Yeah, it's just a puzzle game and stuff. Well, playing that actually. That's been quite fun. I do like a little bit of a puzzle game, and I like it as well. How it's like just got lots and lots of little small contained puzzles and just little hub places just to connect them all up. So you can just go into whichever one, do them in any order you want. Ish. So I'm enjoying that actually. That's just like a nice one, just when I have, you know, when I'm at the end of another failed run on Returnal, just I can just jump into that one just to de-stress. Lovely. Right, young Obito and young Neji. Yeah. There's a Talos Prince I'm playing there. Oh, there's a couple of games on PlayStation Plus that yeah, PlayStation Plus has actually added a few new games. A couple of good puzzle ones. Oh, and this. Okay, so as my forays through the internet, as my internet awareness sense becomes more trained, I can read through the BS and get more infuriated at the BS that you see on journalism websites. Even though, then again, like Lad Bible and Gaming Bible probably don't pass for journalism really. But anyway, so I was scrolling down and it's like PlayStation Plus is getting, like, you know, new update to PlayStation Plus or whatever, sees it get thousands of new games. And I'm like, thousands of new games? How have I not heard of this already? Like, what? So I didn't actually read it. But then I was scrolling through, like, a couple of hours later, and it's like, oh, you know, here's the new August games for PlayStation Plus. I'm like, oh, let's have a look at the August games. So there's something in Dreams. And I'm like, Dreams? Oh, that's right, that little, like, sort of like make your own game kind of thing. And I'm like, hang on a second. That previous article saying that the new PlayStation Plus update sees it get thousands of new games, I mean, they're technically not wrong, but saying, oh, Dreams has been added to PlayStation Plus is not as interesting as thousands of new games have been added to PS Plus, because they're all within Dreams. And I'm like, the cheek, the gall, the nerve, the audacity, and the gumption. My goodness. What a little, like... Then again, they're not lying. That's the thing. Like, they're not lying. But... they've been really sneaky with the headline. Because you're gonna click on... thousands of new games added. You're gonna click on that. And then you're just gonna see, oh, that, you know, Dreams has been added. And I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Something about that really rubs me up the wrong way. Yeah, although, I'm actually, like, contemplating getting Dreams, because I want to know to what extent you can do, because one of my kind of, like, I've got like 1,000 pet projects on, at the same time, and I never start or finish a single one of them. But one of my ones that I wanted to do, was make like a little game, like you know. Oh my goodness! Hello. Oh, welcome. Thank you for the sub. It is fabulous to have you here. I have been every which way possible. I have been sick, on holiday, and doing late shift upon late shift at work. That's where I've been. But I think I'm back. And I'm going to be streaming every day this week. Every day this week except Thursday. To make up for it. But no, but how are you? How is Trails into Reverie more... How is Trails into Reverie? Because that's the biggest question. You'll be pleased to know I am chapter 3 in Sky. I'm in Zeiss. And I've just got... I don't know if it's Tita or Tita. I'm going to say Tita. I've got her in my party now. So I'm getting through it. I'm loving it. I have noticed though, actually I haven't, no, I think that they're making it obvious. Yeah, I don't think I'm overreading it, but I can definitely see, cause I can definitely see Estelle is, like, I don't know how far I am through the game or whether like anything actually happens in this game, but I can definitely see Estelle is starting to get a mad crush on Joshua, and I've got a funny feeling he's got a mad crush on her, and I'm like, are they gonna get together? Because that would actually be so cool. Have like a little like boyfriend girlfriend, you know, like your party is, or the main peeps in your party is like a girlfriend and boyfriend together. That'd actually be pretty cool. Yeah, but no, I am loving it. But I'm also at the same time wondering, because I'm kind of like feeling, am I actually anywhere near, like how far am I in the story? Because I don't feel like there hasn't been any, like the only plot, like I want to say the only plot, there's heaps of plot, but like the only like main thrust of the story seems to be this black orbment thing. Because I've just done a cutscene where they've with, oh god, I literally just did it last night as well. What's his name? Russell. And thing where they like zapped it and then like all the lights went out, and then now we're just gonna try and work out what the hell's going on. I just done that. So like whatever this black orbment thing I think is gonna be like the main, like that's the main story, is what the hell this thing is, and it's got something to do with your dad. And I've also got a funny feeling that it's not resolved in this game either. They're gonna have to wait till the end of the 3rd chapter. But I'm ready for it. I am ready. Oh, and I did a couple weeks ago, I did manage to jump into one of Scythes' streams, and so I saw it in when he was playing Reverie, and I didn't see, I mean I don't think I saw anything that was spoilery, I don't think, well there's nothing that I was like, what? But I cannot wait until I get to it, because the whole thing of like having like the 3 different like paths, and I'm like, ooh, oh, okay, alright, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. I don't know who half of these characters are, but I'm loving it. So I'm so excited. Happened with the black orbment. Oh, the black orbment, I've just done the bit where you give it to Taita. I'm gonna say Taita. I don't actually know if it is. Taita's granddad in his little lab, and then you put in the machine, then you zap it, and all the lights go out in the city. And then the lights turn back on, and then actually no, I've done the bit where you grab the petrol and then you put in the blade saw and you try and like cut into it, but only does a scratch. And then now we're off to a village to repair the heat pump and the hot springs, something like that. So over halfway. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm excited. I mean, technically I've got 3 of the 5 recommendations that I need for the Bracer Guild, so I'd imagine, you know, you'd get your 5th recommendation as sort of like towards the end. So, ooh. I'm very, very excited. I'm so excited. I am. I just want to just take like 3 weeks off of work. Take 3 weeks off of work and be like, sorry boss, I need to go and finish all the Trails games so I can get up to Reverie, please and thank you much. Thought would 3 weeks be enough? That's the question of the day, actually. I'm sure it would be. If I did nothing else but that. Possibly. If I have to spam that turbo button, no, it would say. Actually no, with Cold Steel 4 apparently being like 100 hours or something for the main story, yeah, no, 3 weeks wouldn't be enough to get through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. Yeah, no, couldn't do it. But anyway, well, how have you been? Has life been treating you well? To rush it. To be honest, I don't want to rush it. I kind of just like, I don't want to rush it and I don't want it to end. I really don't. I thought that, because I was thinking about me and like stories, like game stories, and part of me was sort of half thinking, have I actually, like, what other games have I played that are actually like slow burn games in terms of like story like this? I'm trying to think, I'm like, I can't actually think of any like slow burn stories. And slow burn in the sense of like Trails, where in terms of like, if you had to map out all the plot, like the big plot points, there isn't that many. No, I'm completely mischaracterizing that. So like, you've got games like Dragon Age Inquisition or Witcher 3, where their campaigns are actually decently long, like pretty decently long. And if you had to sort of like list all the main like big plot events, there's actually quite a lot of them throughout that whole play style. Which mainly just the missions really. Whereas in Trails, you still do get that, but the decent chunk of the playtime is, or the decent chunk of the plot is just conversations, like the same conversation between characters. And all of the big plot events are quite close together on the big scale. So, and there's no other game I can think of that I've played that's like that. And I was thinking, like, on paper, this should be too slow burn for me. But it's not. There's just something about these games that I genuinely like. I don't like. I think it's one of, actually, I'll say what it is. it's like it's similar to that to that statement around, like, you know, seeing all those characters. There has never been, I've never felt more of a payoff for so many different characters in a singular game before. In the sense, like, you know, in games like The Witcher, or games like Dragon Age, or even in Dragon Quest even, is that, you know, because most of the characters, you're only really like, you know, there's only the core main group of characters that you really spend any decent length of time with, really, and they're the ones that get all like the payoffs, you know, all the time you've invested pays off the end for their resolutions. Whereas with Trails, like, no, you've got like 50 characters, 100 characters that you're getting that with, and it like magnifies the satisfaction that you feel seeing all these different like plot points and stories all come together. Like, you're not just getting Class 7's payoffs, you're not just getting Estelle and Joshua's payoffs, you're getting like a whole, like the whole supporting cast's, like the whole supporting cast payoffs. And it really is probably, it's probably the best example of, tell you what it is as well. So like you'll have a game like Mass Effect 3. That's what we'll have a game like Mass Effect 3, where at the end of it you will have, even though to some you could argue that there's payoffs to character stuff, like lots of different casts from previous games, you could say that there's payoff in Mass Effect 3, but it's like one of those things that right at the end of it is where everyone all comes together, and here we've got, it's like the Avengers Endgame moment sort of thing. But Trails is like Avengers Endgame, but like it's got that, but if Avengers Endgame was like 5 different movies, in the sense that it's not like, oh, you know, we've got the main cast doing this thing, and then right at the end, for this one moment, we've got all of these other characters that have suddenly appeared. Hey, oh my goodness, it's the guys from Trails in the Sky, and oh, look through that door, it's the Crossbell peeps that have just turned up. It's not that. It's, they've got that, but it's throughout entire games that is happening. Like it's the, I'm not doing it much justice and trying to explain it, but you know what I mean. It's like that Avengers Endgame moment, but throughout an entire game, and it just feels so much more purposeful. Like each character isn't just relegated to appearing in one moment and like, here you go, here's your obligatory cameo in Reverie, and then you can just bugger off again. It's like each character is respected as its own character that is important to the plot. Even, you know, as loath as I am to say it, even characters like Elise. But, you know, I think that's what it is. Every character feels important and feels like there is a purpose for them being, obviously every character has a purpose for them being there, but like, yeah, I'm not doing that much justice. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like you feel it. You dig it. I'm just so eternally grateful. So eternally grateful that you show me this series. dodgy. Do you want to like stop dodging? Don't just do that, my dude. It's just like stop dodging. There we go. Goodness. Yeah, no, it's like me with Final Fantasy. I'm just so. If Dad hadn't rented out Final Fantasy X when he did, it would have taken me a lot longer to experience the majesty that is Final Fantasy, and yeah, and I'm just grateful I did. That I at least more of my life, I've been a fan of Final Fantasy for as long as I have. It's actually like me with Naruto actually. Like Naruto and Final Fantasy shaped my life actually. Not only did they change, they shaped them. Wait, 51 characters. For real? Like seriously? 51 characters that you can pick from in your party? Are you having a giggle? Really? Across all of the different games? So you can have like Laura with Joshua and then Risha and all of it. Oh my goodness. How are you meant to pick between them all? How would you even choose? Oh my god. How are you even meant to choose between them all? Do you have incentive to choose certain ones over the other? That's the one thing with Suikoden actually. That just reminded me about Suikoden 4. Was it 4? Yeah, it was 4. We've got all these characters, and you have like, cause levels don't they don't auto scale up certain characters to match levels. So you've got to manually level all those peeps up. And good luck to you, but. Oh my god. 51 characters. I mean, and cause, oh my god, cause then, even in like Cold Steel 1 and 2, no, even Cold Steel 2, more so, just even having to like pick the peeps that you want to come with you on particular missions. And that's like 8 people to choose from. However am I going to choose between all 51? Oh my lordy. But the best thing is that it's going to be so fun picking between them. It's not going to feel like... It's not going to feel tedious. It's not going to feel like... I mean, most likely there'll be a few characters that I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to touch them. I'll just write them off immediately. Either because I don't like that. Like, Elise, I'm sorry. I'm like, Elise will only ever be in my team if she needs to be there for plot reasons. She is warming those benches for days. That's all I'll say. She be warming those benches. I mean, if she has to, she has to. But she not being no part of my team by choice. My goodness. And I'll just put Alpha in my team just to rub it in. Oh, my man. The man, the legend, Mr. Craig. Am I talking about Elliot or his dad? I'm talking about both. How do I like Chloe? Sieg is the MVP at the mo. Sieg is an absolute giga chad of a hawk, falcon, eagle, hawk. Chloe. I think. I mean, so far I've gotten like there's something else going on with her. Like there's been a cutscene where some military lady, the military lady with like greeny turquoisey hairs, sort of appeared to her and be like, "Yo, let's go to Grant Cell." And then Chloe's like, "Oh, that's right. Yeah, I've got to go tell the school." So something else going on with her that I suppose isn't going to get revealed until later on. But I suppose she's alright. She's a nice foil to Estelle. I still absolutely love Estelle though. I'm just trying to think who my favourite character in Sky is at the moment. What characters do we have? We've got Estelle and Joshua. I think Estelle might be my favourite. We've got Estelle, Joshua, Sherazad. All of it I'm actually loving. I'm gonna say all of it as well. Rather than Olivier. I love him. He's actually so good in this. Absolutely digging it so much. Actually, he might be my favourite character in Sky so far. Between him and Estelle. But Sherazad I like. I actually need to Google this. I should know this because it's a stone. The agate, not agate. Agate? No, it's agate. I'm pretty sure. I need to double check that. I should know this. He's aight. Chloe's aight. Sieg is Giga Chad. Taita is. I mean, I've only just met her, so I haven't rendered judgment yet. Who else have we got? The Kapua twins. Eh. What else have we got? The military peeps. They're actually pretty cool. Alba. Haven't made my mind up on him yet. I can't work out if he's like a... I can't work out... I think his name is Alba, isn't it? The glasses dude that's at the ruins. Can't work out if he's like... Oh, is he just your token archaeologist who will offer some revelation about ancient history at the end of the game that will do something. I can't work out if he's meant to be that or if he... Actually, I do have a theory actually, and I don't know if it's got any merit at all because I'm pretty sure I've already like seen something that's debunked the theory. But because there was what's it? The Kapua twins' brother, Don, because he had like those red eyes when you first fight him, and then when you win that fight, and then his eyes don't go normal. Even though I don't think it's mentioned. I don't think it's mentioned that his eyes change back, but so I'm like, okay, red eyes equals evil. Okay, got it. So I'm like, okay. So something or someone was controlling him. Okay, I think I get that. There's a bit in the school when you're at the Genis Academy and Alba's there at the festival thing and you're chatting to him. And I swear to God, his eyes will like open a little bit, and I don't know if it appears if it's like that if you get the same portrait in any other conversations you had with him to that point. But I could have sworn his eyes were red, and I'm like, is he under control by someone? But then I'm like, but then I'm thinking actually if that was the case, then why would that be relevant to the plot? Unless he's like activating portals or something on those towers, maybe. Whoever's controlling him wants him to like use his research knowledge to like learn about the tower. Maybe the towers are important. Yeah, but anyway, but I could have sworn his eyes were red, and the fact is he keeps his eyes closed. I'm like, oh, they're gonna do the reveal. Psh, opens his eyes fully. Boom, they're red. Oh my god, he's evil. Or being controlled or something. That's my theory at the moment. But then I feel like I saw someone else with red eyes and it just completely like debunked it. But I could be wrong. Could be imagining it. Yeah, no, I was imagining it. Who else? Oh, there's Niall. I dig him. Oh my god, is it Dorothy? It's not Dorothy. Florence. It's Dorothy, isn't it? The photographer chick. Gonna write them down in my notebook. Oh. Good question. Good question indeed. Now I've got to find my notebook. Where the hell did I put it? Oh my goodness. It's here somewhere. I had to shuffle a whole bunch of stuff around in this room. And my notebook has been put somewhere. Where the hell did it go? It's down there. I will. After this when I find it. Oh, I have to, oh my god, Paul, I have to show you. Early birthday present from my mum and dad. Final Fantasy VII poster collection. It's a lovely, lovely collection of 22, the little baby posters, but like 22 little scenes. So we got some nice Vincent and the Sviets from Dirge of Cerberus. We got some lovely Zack from Crisis Core. We got some more Zack. We've got some badass Tifa from Advent Children. We got where's some sexy Sephiroth? There's Sephiroth back. Yeah, so I got all these, and I'm like, fabulous. I just realized too, had the epiphany, 0 Final Fantasy decorations in my household, but that will change. Now I've just got to work out, do I get 22 picture frames to have these all in, and I've got 22 pictures floating around, or do I find like some like massive giant one that I could just have them all collaged in, or do I pick and choose which ones get framed and which ones are displayed in other ways? I don't know. Because then the other thing too is, do I arrange them, like, do I group them all together based on the 7 universe property, 7 compilation, should I say, that they belong to? Do I put like the Dirge ones together? Do I put all the Crisis Core ones together? Do I do them based on character? Choices. But yeah, so that was early birthday present from Mum and Dad, and I am so very grateful. A, because I think it might be possibly the first video game franchise like merchandise thing I think they've ever gotten me. They'll get me like Guinness World Records clothes, like generic, not generic stuff, but like things that aren't from a particular property, video game property. Because like Dad's always said, oh, you'll grow out of that stuff. I'm like, 20 years later, still haven't grown out of it, Dad. So it's like, they finally acknowledge my obsessions. It's fabulous. But anyway, so that's fun. But no, I'm thinking I might actually put them over the wall, because I can't do the wall over there, because that's where the TV's gonna go. And I don't want to bunch all these frames around the TV, because then it's going to distract away from whatever's on the TV, because you're looking at all the great pictures. So, but then I've got to try and find, maybe I just spread them out. I have some of them in this room, and I have some of them in other rooms. So wherever you are, it's just Final Fantasy. You're just reminded of Final Fantasy wherever you are, which is always a good thing. Especially when it's Final Fantasy 7 too. And second Tsuchikage. But yeah, so anyway, Mac 2 Trails. I'm gonna write. Actually, no, I am going to write in my book, in my little notebook when I find it. It's wherever it could possibly have gone to. There's literally like here in my pile of other notebooks. That's all, the only place it could have possibly gone to. But anyway, I'll write down that red eyes equals mind controlled by person and not thing. You can be mind controlled by a person, or you can be mind controlled by a thing. And I'm going to say you can be mind controlled by a person if you've got the red eyes. Don't know who that person is, but that's my theory. Do I have any other theories? No. Not at this time anyway. I definitely know that Olivet's there on covert Empire business. He's there doing his little, not for malicious means, but because there's something, whatever's afoot, that's what he's investigating. I know that much, I think. I've ascertained that much, I think. Possibly. And actually, no, that's my other theory. So, Joshua was brought in by Cassius when he was just a kid, doing something that it's not just a case of, oh, he was just found broken on the side of the road. Like, no, there's like there was some others. It's another situation that Cassius came across him in. It's not just as simple as that. It's not just a street urchin. And he seems to know a hell of a lot about stuff, and he is a little bit too highly skilled. It's kind of like giving me Fee vibes, which is why my theory at the Mo is that Joshua is an ex-Jaeger. He was part of a Jaeger Corps, and which was set upon. Maybe he was tasked to either go and kill Cassius specifically, or some situation came about where he came across Cassius, had to fight him. Cassius just like whooped his ass. Who's still just like a kid. And then Cassius is like, I can't let this kid be a mercenary his whole life. I'm gonna take him in. Something like that. I don't know. Or maybe Joshua got exiled from a maybe Joshua with the Jaeger Corps set up on Cassius, whooped all of their asses. Jaeger Corps like, ooh, Joshua, you're no good, like, bye, laters. And then Cassius like, I can't just leave this kid. I'm gonna go and take him in, something like that. But he's just like, he's ex-Jaeger. That's my kind of theory. My theory at Lamo. And then, oh my goodness, yes. I feel like this is in something else. This is like a trope, because him. Oh, okay. I think he might be, because then you've got the perfect story. You've got the absolute perfect writing opportunity. You've got him as an ex-Jaeger. Oh my god, I've got a troubled past. Him and Estelle, you know, wanting to do the little kissy with each other, but they're actually hiding it from each other, as you do. So, opportunity presents itself to write that they, kind of realize that the other person kind of digs them. But then Joshua is like, oh no, but I can't let Estelle know about me, because she won't approve, or maybe she won't love me if she knows that I used to be an ex-assassin, an ex-mercenary, which then introduces Joshua's moral dilemma, but then even more character drama and conflict, because something will happen where he'll get recognized by a Jaeger unit. They're like, hey Joshua, what up? Why don't you just come on back? The boss forgives you. And then Estelle's like, what? Joshua, what's the meaning of this? why do they recognize you? And then Joshua's like he's having to play it off like he doesn't know these people, but then it like all comes to light, and then Estelle's like, Joshua, why did you tell me that you were a mercenary? And then he's like, I didn't want you to know because I was scared that you wouldn't love me. And then she's like, it's alright, Joshua, it's okay, I'll love you no matter who you used to be, because you're not a Jaeger anymore, you're Joshua, you're my brother, and that's all that matters to me. Like, it writes itself at this point. Like, it writes itself at this point. And because of that, I know I'm right. Even though I'm sure Trails is, in fact I know Trails is a lot smarter than to do like that exact thing, because that is literally like in everything. Like, that is the reason why you can riff that so easily, is because it's in like 20 different things.
Here I come.
Ren and Madara Reanimation. Yeah, okay, so I think my goal for this day, I might actually get to, I might actually just fully do 100 fights. So I'm gonna get to 3,295 will be my goal for today. Ow. Which means I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 fights to go. That's Madara. And are they going to be quick fights is the question. Possibly. I do have one. It is multitasking extraordinaire. Hope you're winning Overwatch, by the way. Ooh. Oh nice. Ooh. I mean, all the city themes have been bangers so far. Excited for the Grand Cell one now. That actually might get down to just 3299, I think. Actually. Oh, and possibly, because I'm like, okay, I'm into August, officially over half the year. I need to start working on stream setup 5.0. The boy really, basically this weekend, I think it's this weekend, I could be wrong, it might be the next weekend, but the boy's taken me out to town to go buy whatever I want. He's like, oh, you keep talking about how you need a new microphone, let's go. So I might this weekend or next weekend, possibly, maybe. I just did the wrong fight. Oh, you muppet. Oh, you absolute muppety moo. Sorry. Do apologise. 1 second. 1 second. Right, Naruto Rasen, and I will have done the third Raikage fight. Bloody hell, I already have. Oh, lovely. Jubbly. Sorry. I always do that. Always. When I need to pick Hanzo, I always pick the third Raikage. Oh, that annoys me. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, might possibly have a new microphone set up. And I was watching a video on how to make emotes more readable. So I am gonna try and do this weekend a whole new batch of new emotes. And maybe do some overlays. I'm just gonna try and just this weekend in particular, just focus on getting, you know, more stream stuff done, drawn, implemented, that sort of thing. More like sound alerts, like, you know, give it a little bit of love, I think. So watch this space for the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, I mean, I don't anticipate this weekend to be particularly strenuous in terms of things that we're doing. I don't actually plan on being out and about anywhere, which is merciful for once at least. So that should give me plenty of time. Like, I'm thinking of having something like when I'm about to run the, which reminds me of the pre-rolls should be up soon. When I'm about to run pre-roll ads, I can just like press a little button and just have a little thing pop up on my overlays, just like flash up for like a couple of seconds. Just be like, hey, you know, pre-roll starting soon. Have like an order thing on the chat, like all that sort of thing. Just give it a little bit more pizzazz. Oh my god. There we go, goodness. Okay, I have 6 fights after this. And then that will be it for this fine evening. Right, come on, Chakradesha. There we go. Lovely. Gonna do about 3 of these. Lovely. Jugo and Youngkeeper. Yeah, so essentially my to-do list for this weekend is going to be, I've got to get a few more sound alerts I need. A few more sound alerts, which I've got the ideas for. A couple more channel point redemption ideas. I need some things, some little things I can get to pop up on the overlays as the situation demands. More text commands. Possibly like a break time screen. Maybe. Like not necessarily like an interactive break time, but like a something with just a little bit of interest to it, I guess. Do that. Try and draw some more emotes and just get them off to be approved. I might redo possibly. Might redo some. Just so they can be a little bit more readable. I think that's the main stuff. And then if I do get a new microphone, that's really just going to be testing to see how it works. You won't hear any more of my heavy breathing and the other delights that you are treated to with this microphone. You hopefully shouldn't get much more of that. And then the next thing on the list will just be the boy says I have to get a ring light. And I think microphone, not microphone, camera I might be okay with, but I'll see how the ring light goes. I might probably need a better one. Maybe every now and then, like once a month, I can just whip out this and be like, alright guys, are you ready? Are you ready for the ASMR stream? I'll turn it into a little bit of a treat. And then actually, yeah, because I think the lighting situation in this room is not going to be remedied anytime soon. I think even if, like, we can't, like, it's almost like they don't sell light bulbs bright enough to actually illuminate this room properly, so I'm going to have to get a ring light to pop on top of my PC. I'm going to have to. I was actually thinking, too, with like the break screens. I was thinking like, oh, do I do like a fact of the day? But then I'm like, no, because I have to remember to change that every single day. And do I want to? But then, and then if I have like a whole bunch of them, and it just generates a random one from the big pool. Then you run the risk of, I don't like the idea of seeing a different, the same fact. So I'm like, what else can I do to, not necessarily have something interactive as such, well even though that would actually be pretty cool. Maybe do I do a question? Do I do like kind of like a, not like who's that Pokemon, but kind of like that sort of thing, maybe. Maybe do I ask like a, yeah, maybe do I ask like a game question that like would be very hard to Google the answer to, maybe. Maybe do like who's that Naruto character? And it's like the silhouette. Or maybe just who's that character, who's that Final Fantasy boss? And I just, you know, prepare a whole bunch of stuff, maybe. Maybe I do that, like something like that. And then people can pop their answers in the chat, and then when I come back, I'll be like, it's this thing, and then oh, what the hell? What? Oh, my iPad's having a meltdown, that's what. And then yeah, pop your answers in the chat. Oh no, that keeps turning off. I'm gonna unplug that. And you win a prize. And it does something. Maybe it'd be cool if there was like a, I need to find if there's actually what I need to find is there's a Twitch extension where I can like, it does something basically, like if it basically tracks automatically if people got the right answers or not. And then it goes to like a leaderboard. Kind of like with like your Pokemon. Yeah, kind of like with like the Pokemon one that they have, where it just keeps track of it all behind the scenes. Something similar, but just like for random questions or something anyway. And then like mix up the categories, like who's this Kingdom Hearts nobody type. Oh my god, it's the Berserker or something like that, I don't know, or the Samurai. And then who's this Digimon? Or who's this Final Fantasy summon? You know, all those sorts of things, maybe. Oh yeah, no, I'm just trying to think about like kind of doing like a who's this Pokemon, like on like my little like break, like whenever I do like a break time, like who's this Pokemon, but it's like, I don't know, what's this, or who's this Ocarina of Time boss or something. I don't know, something. But then like, is there a way of like if people put their answers in chat, or like something pops up and people put their answers in, and if they get it right, then they get a point, and that point just kind of like rolls over endlessly to whatevs, and then there's like a leaderboard or something I can display on the channel page that just shows like who's been getting the most right. But like, I want sort of any kind of question or thing that like you can't Google as such. Like, I mean, with enough time, you could eventually get it, but yeah, I don't like the idea of asking. Like, I don't want to ask just like random trivia questions, because you can just Google it, and then, you know, if you've just got, if my break time's for like 5 minutes, you've got 5 minutes to Google, and I'm like, I want it to sort of be a, you know, not necessarily like a level playing field, but try and keep it as level as possible. Because the other thing too, like if I do something like, I don't know, who's this Organisation 13 member, got no idea who Organisation 13 are, you will have 0 weight, like, you've got nothing, like nothing to go from. So then would you make it like multiple choice, like all that sort of stuff, but I still want it like on brand, on theme. So I'm just gotta think about something I could possibly do in the break times that has some level of interest. Fusion with very, very long underscore. Howdy.
What's that?
Who's just playing as? No, I finished that match. Okay, right. Last 2 fights of Lede, Tsunade, and Roshi. I did actually side screw. I'll go for 100 fights, I think. You're 18. I am 26. Soon to be 27. So I feel like a grandma. But yeah. Alright. Last fight of the day. Wait, Roshi. And no, I don't want that one. I want Fireball. And down there. Okay. Lovely. 82. What is that, Nick Bala? It's gonna sleep well. Mr. Fusion Man, I am flattered. Truly I am. Anyway, but I imagine, I'm gonna guess you're in the States, and I'm gonna imagine it must be like 3 o'clock in the morning, so sleep is important, so make sure you go to bed. Oh goodness. Alright, anyway, and to make sure you go to bed, I need to cut my string here. But first we update the list. How many fights remaining do we have? We have 3,295. Oh my lord. Okay. Alright. Now, I will be streaming tomorrow and the next day, not the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day, because I need to catch up on these. I'm horrendously behind in the sense that I do want to finish, I do want to get to Fight 0 before the end of the year. So I'm hoping, so tomorrow I'll be down in the 100s, Wednesday I'll be down in the 000s, Sunday I'll hit in the 2000s. But anyway, I'll have to cut it there and pick this up tomorrow. On Friday, so Tuesday, Wednesday I'll be doing Naruto. Thursday I'll give it a miss. Friday I'll be doing some more trails. See where I get to. Saturday I've downloaded and patched East 5 with the English patch. Tested it, it works. So I'm gonna start East 5 and I'm gonna finish it, not all in one go. I'm gonna finish it and then can say I finished every East, I think. Yes. So then I can do a tier list, a official proper tier list. Very excited. Anyway, I will leave it there. Pick this up tomorrow. Hope you have a fabulous morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you is in the world today. Well, as always, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for the subscription as well. It is much appreciated, as always. I'm planning on getting my stream set up V 5.0 remix reloaded part 2 2.0 sussed. We'll get there. But anyway, ciao, bye, bye.